Hello, and thanks for taking a look at the Ultimate Bet review provided by Gambling666.com. Today, of course, we're going to be reviewing Ultimate Bet, but before we get to the actual review, I want to mention that there's a big Ultimate Bet deposit bonus available for visitors to Gambling666.com. Where you're taking a look at this review, you'll be able to find more information on the deposit bonus, as well as other information on Ultimate Bet. So check that out after you watch this review, and you'll be able to get a big deposit bonus when you sign up on Ultimate Bet as a new player. So right now we're in the lobby for Ultimate Bet in the cash games, real money cash games, and you can see all the tables listed, or at least some of the tables listed for right now. But the first thing you might notice is the Babby Jackpot ticker that is running on the right side over here. So what the Babby Jackpot is as you might expect, if you lose with a big hand on Ultimate Bet, it happens to be quad eights. If you lose with quad eights or better, you have to use both of your hole cards. But if you lose with quad eights or better, you will win the Babby Jackpot. Now you're not going to win the entirety of the Babby Jackpot. The person who actually loses with quad eights will win closer to 30 some percent. It's around there, between 30 and 40% of the entire Babby Jackpot. So right now you'd win $40,000, and then the person who wins the Babby Jackpot hand would get around half of what the Babby Jackpot loser got, and then the players at the table where the Babby Jackpot hand would get a big cut as well. Now that's moderately standard across every online poker site when it comes to Babby Jackpots. Even live casinos operate in a similar way. But where Babby Jackpots on Ultimate Bet vary from the other sites is when the Babby Jackpot is hit at any given limit. All of the players that are playing at that limit, even if they're not at the same table, will also get a cut of it. So, for example, I'll scroll down, you'll be able to see which tables are Babby Jackpot tables. Okay, you see, okay, we just had a whole bunch of them. Just scroll down here a second again, there we go. See this table, Qatar Highway. It has a J, that means it's jackpot table. Pretend that we're sitting there and we hit the Babby Jackpot. Or no, we'll pretend that the Babby Jackpot hits, but we weren't sitting there. Pretend that we were actually sitting at Winston. Since the Babby Jackpot was hit at 25.50 cent no limit, and we were sitting at a 25.50 cent no limit table when it was hit, we would still get a cut of it. So that's why the Babby Jackpot's great in Ultimate Bet. You don't have remote odds of getting a cut from it. I've actually got a big cut of it multiple times. One time it even hit at my table. I didn't actually win it, but I got over 1,000 for when it hit at my table. So it's definitely a realistic possibility. You can get a huge payday if you're sitting at multiple tables at the same limit, and it's relatively easy to hit, especially when you compare it to other sites or a live casino. So that's how the Babby Jackpot works on Ultimate Bet. I would say it's definitely the best Babby Jackpot process or system on the internet. But with that said, we see the cash games start at 1 cent, 2 cent, and then they top off as we scroll down. They start at 1 cent, 2 cent, and I just jumped all the way back to the top again. They go all the way up to 200, 400. There's actually someone sitting at 100, 200 right now. The high stakes games do run on occasion. You can see a bunch of people that are actually sitting at the 25, 50 tables right now, but they aren't the primary high stakes site. Though they do have a bunch of games running. Ultimate Bet's one of the biggest online poker sites. So if there's games running on other sites, the odds are that Ultimate Bet has them as well. So that's what the games look like as far as the limit selection. Now we can see what the different games that they have available are. Hold'em, Omaha, of course high-low and just standard Omaha. Then stud, and we can see they actually have Raz and both types of 7-card stud. And a couple mixed games as well. Not a whole lot of mixed games, but even some mixed games is more than a lot of sites have. You can see they have Horse and Hose right now. But so that's what the cash games look like. We'll hop over to sit and goes, and you can see we'll do a brief run through for these, and then we'll go over to the tournaments. You can see the blackjack tab up here as well as the casino tab. They recently added a casino to Ultimate Bet. It wasn't here forever. You of course would have the option to disable that if you would so choose. But they do have blackjack and various casino games available. I'll actually click on it right now so you can see really quick the different games that are available on Ultimate Bet. So those are the different table games, and you can see they have a bunch of other games as well. But back to the sit and goes. You can see they top off at $5,000. That's super huge. It's as big as you're going to find pretty much anywhere. and they start all the way down at 10 cents. So for players of any bankroll, there's a sit and go running available for you, and they fill up pretty quickly because, like I said, UltimateBet's a very big site. They even have 20,000 players on now, and it's not really at peak hours at all. So it's a very big site. And that's what the sit and goes look like as far as buy-ins. You see they have turbos and ultra turbos, four max tables, 6 max tables, full ring, 27, 18, 45 man, everything in between. So you have a lot to choose from when it comes to sit and goes at UltimateBet. Now we're going to go over to the tournaments. You can see what they look like. They have some big weekly tournaments, like the $200,000 Sunday Guarantee that you see right at the top here. And this is actually looks like this is a qualifier for a buy-in. We'll just highlight the guarantees and sort by buy-in. And you can see they actually have a $150,000 guarantee as well. In addition to the Sunday tournament, that is a $200,000 guarantee. And a $200,000 guarantee tournament is actually every Sunday. And as you can see, you actually see it running across the top now, every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So that's a really big tournament. That's their main tournament every Sunday. And like you can see, 1,000 players were in it last week. First place was 40-some thousand, and you can see the prize info right now. So that's what the $200,000 weekly looks like, and that's the rundown for the tournaments. They have a whole ton of like mid stakes, $5,000, $7,500, $10,000 guarantees. So it's not just high stakes; they have everything in between as well. We'll open up a table. While I'm opening up a table, I want to mention that the player rewards on UltimateBet are great. The ultimate points, the higher level that you are, the more points you will receive when you're playing. So there's a multiplier for the points that you earn when you move up in status levels on UltimateBet, and you can actually turn in your points for cash in UltimateBet, something that you can't do on a lot of sites. That's another feature that I really like about the site. We're going to open up a table, and I'll let you check it out. You can see the blackjack at the top. Of course, like I said, you could remove that, disable it. So you can see as the hand's playing out what the table looks like. I'll resize it here so it's fitting in here the whole way. And the action's kind of slow because it's a full ring table, but you get the gist of it. How it flows, how it works. I actually really like the software. It's great for multi-tabling. There's a couple different table themes that you could choose from. You're not limited to just this one you see right here. So that's something that you could choose. And again, there's Babby jackpot tables and there's non-Babby jackpot tables. You'll cut down on the rake you pay a little bit if you don't play Babby jackpot tables, but the Babby jackpot tables give you an opportunity to hit that big payday, as I mentioned before. So this is what the tables look like. This is how the gameplay works. And we're going to open back up the UB lobby as it pops back up right there. And that's about it. That's the review of UltimateBet. I would definitely recommend it. It's one of my personal favorite sites. And if you want the deposit bonus, since you're a new player on UltimateBet, just check out the review and the deposit bonus details at gambling666.com. Check out other gambling reviews, like video reviews and written reviews. And thanks for taking a look at the UltimateBet review.